So I just did a water change for both tanks, and because of that, I am going to try out this cocktail that Dave had sent me. So this calls for 15 milliliters of water or 10 milliliters of Seachem Stability, which I have right here, an eighth of a teaspoon, not teaspoon, an eighth of a little measuring spoon, this one. A little tiny spoon of Bacter AE, a quarter spoon of trace minerals, an eighth spoon of Mosura BT-9, and an eighth spoon of BorneoWild Shield. Now this is for a 20-gallon tank, and I have an 8-gallon and a 5-gallon, so it's a little bit less than 20 gallons. So I am gonna mix it all together in this little feeding dish, which I don't actually use for my shrimp because I have no place to put it in the tank, but now it can be useful. And I'm going to just use a little bit less than each of these if I can. I mean, an eighth of the spoon is really tiny. So let's try this out and see how it goes. And the first thing you want to do is shake this baby up real good. And then pour a little bit into whatever you're going to mix it in. So I'm going to do a little bit less than an eighth of a spoon, and that looks less than an eighth of a spoon. Oh, and that was the Bacter AE. So now I need a little bit less than a quarter spoon of trace minerals. Here's my quarter spoon of trace minerals. Then it is a little less than an eighth of a spoon of the Mosura BT-9. Okay, then you're gonna need less than, well, an eighth of a spoon of the BorneoWild Shield. I'm gonna have a little bit less than an eighth here, or what I think is an eighth. There you go. And then what I'm gonna do is use the little pipette to just mix everything up in here. Get a nice little mixture going. And this is a 3 milliliter pipette, so I'm probably going to use more of it in my freshwater tank, which is a bigger tank than the other tank. So once that's all mixed up, I'm going to squeeze the pipette and suck it up. And then this is going to go in the tank. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn off the filter so that it doesn't get sucked up into the filter. And then I'm going to dose this at the bottom of the tank. Okay, so both filters are off right now, and I am going to dose this as far away from the filter as possible and closer to the floor or the ground. Oops. In this next set, I'm just going to put directly into the Java moss, so my little baby, who is somewhere in here, can get some food. Oh my gosh! Baby's coming out to play! Look how small he is compared to them. How adorable. He's eating away at the mixture I just put in the tank. Oh no. There he is. So much easier to see him now that he's out in the open and not in the Java moss. Could be a she, but I don't know. I just get the feeling it's a boy. But I'm always wrong. I thought Daisy was a boy too, but she wasn't. I'm like so obsessed with this guy because he's the only one that survived. How sad. Oh my god, I have 2 babies! There's another one right there. There's one right there. And one right there. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. 2 of them survived. How freaking cool. They're all snacking on the cocktail that I just put in the tank, so they are loving that stuff. And this guy's just chilling on the rock, eating his dinner. How awesome. 2 babies. Look at this little guy. Nom nom. So this cocktail recipe is really great after water changes because it restores both minerals and beneficial bacteria into the tank. So thank you so much, Dave, and I will try out the other cocktail sometime next week, so stay tuned.